Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Cancer, January 24, 2023. The Sun has just begun its transit of your solar house, and a new moon occurs in this sector today. A door opens for change in a close relationship. It's an excellent time for improving your interactions and negotiations, especially on a one-to-one basis. A fresh start in a partnership, or with someone new, can figure strongly in the coming days. Cooperating or merging with others can be in focus now. This lunation can signal changes in your relationships and new energy for finding more balance and harmony in your life. You might begin a new relationship or redefine or re-energize a current one. It's a solid cycle for making contacts, coming to agreements, and making announcements. The cosmos are smiling upon you and your personal life. This is because a new moon arrives today and will open a door for you to build your life and relationships in the entire week to come. New moons echo out for a whole year. This particular lunation highlights your solar house of partnerships. On one hand, you could be making long-term promises, moving in, getting engaged, or even being wed if you're with the perfect person. This would be a significant moment to align with one another. However, if you're not on the same page, you could decide it's time to walk your separate ways. Now is the time to set the goal to maintain ongoing professional commitments while seeking new opportunities during the new moon in Aquarius. Over the next 6 months, you may find that this is the perfect time to seek out new commitments, partnerships, and contracts. You can even use the new moon to expand upon a current professional commitment, such as working toward a promotion. Either way, your arrangements and working relationships will surely take off in an unexpected yet beneficial way. As Neptune, the planet of dreams, spends her last weekend on her own in your financial sector for another 3 years, she is encouraging you to wear your rose-colored glasses and indulge in some wishful thinking. With Venus, the planet of money, here by this time next week, and then a parade of planets moving through, there is a chance to take a break from the when, where, and how, and focus instead on the what. Wishing you were at a different place with your health does little, while taking some action does a lot. If you find yourself daydreaming about better health and fitness, try to bring yourself to focus on a goal of some kind. You can write down your goal and from there build a realistic plan to get there. Actions such as these create momentum that can propel you forward. When you find yourself wishing on a star, remember that you are the real star. When is the last time you entertained a group at your place? Perhaps this is something that is long overdue for you, and on this day, you'll have no lack of creativity when it comes to deciding what you'd like to do. Perhaps a theme gathering or a masquerade party would work great for you and your friends. Or maybe a nice dinner party followed by some card games. Whatever the case, you and your friends will have a great time. It is just as the Sun is spending his first and Venus her last weekend in your relationship sector that the Moon not only returns with a chance to become more emotionally engaged but as the first new moon of 2023. This comes just as an alignment between Venus and Saturn, the last here for another 3 decades peaks, bringing together what you want from your relationships with the power to move mountains if you have to. All this as the Sun and Moon align to create a new moon that makes this a day for new beginnings and for drawing a new line. Just to have the Moon return to your relationship sector during Venus last weekend here is advantage enough, but it not only returns to ensure you are emotionally engaged as she aligns with Saturn but as a new moon. The Moon's friendly aspect to Mars in your friendship sector and to the dwarf planet Ceres in your communication sector makes this the point that everything until now has led up to and everything from now will lead on from. Our eyes in the sky. It's been hard to implement change over the past few months because the Great Awakener and rebel planet hasn't been moving at its normal speed. Today, Uranus moves forward and allows us to grow at our own pace in any direction we want. It's time to transform yourself in the new year. What do you want to pursue? It might be time to talk about what you want or need to feel secure in your career path when Mercury in Capricorn trines the North Node in Taurus. Since stability is faded, You may as well put whatever you want out there by being open about your professional and financial desires. Something unexpected yet incredible could come from this experience, given that Uranus will also station direct in Taurus. Use the earth-shattering momentum of direct Uranus to pave your own way with your finance and career. The energy radiating from the planets gives an opportunity to speak truthfully to someone with whom you may be experiencing a difficult relationship. If you have been burying your head in the sand, then you wouldn't have seen how ineffective this technique is. It is much better to confront the problem head-on, as this will help you to really deal with it. You just need to take the first step. On this powerful day, the sky's the limit for you. The essence of this day is connected to the grandest of achievements, and you may well find that you feel like there isn't anything you can't do. And really, there isn't. Let yourself explore the wildest of dreams today, and try to look at things in a can-do way. One thing is for sure: if you don't try, you won't succeed. Place the confidence in yourself that you often put in others, and go for it. After midnight, Juno, the goddess asteroid of fidelity, aligns with Jupiter in Aries. In mythology, Juno and Jupiter were a royal pair, often caught up in relational drama due to Jupiter's frequent extramarital exploits. Nonetheless, the two remained partnered, with Juno gaining a reputation as a scornful wife who honored her marriage contract despite their difficulties. When these two planets meet in the sky, we can experience some relational fireworks of our own. Dating or hooking up may be an inevitability. There is potential here to turn a love affair into something more, especially because of the obvious mutual admiration between ourselves and our chosen paramour. Yet while this attraction isn't necessarily fatal, it may be one that isn't worth pursuing. An idea you think is wonderful this morning might not look so great tomorrow. Don't let others force you into making a rash decision. You are better off sleeping on it for at least a night before you give your final verdict. Others can wait. At its core, a relationship that begins now will be between people who want different things. Yet this pairing will also bear the signature of excess. Excess in that you just can't quit them, even if you want to. Consider whether you want to be tied to this person for the long haul, because that may be the cosmic contract you are signing, even if right now you think you're only agreeing to a dinner date. After sunup, the Aquarius moon squares off with Uranus in Taurus, making us agitated. Surprise events require us to think on our feet. As the moon is answering to Uranus, we won't have a problem breaking from routine. The bigger issue is that we will make weird decisions that seem sound in the moment but will later have repercussions. Try to rein in your more eccentric ideas. Adjust your plans without throwing the baby out with the bathwater.